Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about the exorcism of Maurice Thurlot. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, correct me in the comments. It is one of the most mysterious exorcism cases that I've come across personally, and it is regarded as one of the most believable cases of demonic possession. It was so serious that the Warrens got involved. So if you don't know who the Warrens are, they're basically husband and wife, Ed and Lorraine Warren, that were involved in a lot of paranormal cases, including exorcisms, possessions, and a lot of things like that. They have a really famous movie after them, or a couple of famous movies, The Conjuring, Annabelle, etc. So back to our story. Maurice was a French-Canadian who grew up in Maine, and his childhood could be the farthest thing from a happy childhood. He had a very abusive father, and he grew more and more violent, his father. So the reason I'm telling you this is that I want you to understand that his background wasn't a happy one at all, and it could explain maybe why some of the things happened to him in the future. So basically, in 1985, at the age of 51, Maurice had moved to Massachusetts with his wife Nancy and their children. He had the reputation of being gentle and very kind to people, but behind closed doors, he said that he was very evil with his family, and he regarded it to being like in the possession of something evil or an evil spirit. That's how he described it. So basically, in the spring of 1985, something really weird happened, which was blood started to flow out of his eyes and his mouth. And some other things also started to occur that were kind of red flags for them, like strange wounds on his face and crosses appearing on his chest and on his back and other parts of his body. So Maurice and Nancy were Catholic, and they decided to contact the church, the parish priest, and they sent over Father Boyer. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. He quickly referred them to Ed and Lorraine Warren to get a closer look at what was happening. That should be an idea of how serious it was. So basically, Ed and Lorraine Warren had said that he had superhuman strength, which they attributed to the demon which had his possession or was possessing him at the time. And they described his behavior as being odd and weird. So they decided to do an exorcism being performed by another priest, and there were 12 witnesses there. During the exorcism, his face just changes violently, and they saw a wound open up, and he was burning on his skin with blisters showing up, and they say that his pupils turned into like snake pupils, which is very weird. So they were like, Maurice blacked out, and he came to after that, and they declared the exorcism a success. And that's all there is on the story. Now online, his exorcism video can be found, but I wouldn't suggest watching it. It's kind of hidden and it's hard to find. I haven't seen it personally, but I do believe in demonic possessions, to be honest, and all of that. And I want to really get your opinion on the matter. I think because his childhood was really negative and difficult that this happened to him. I believe that when you live in a negative atmosphere where everything is sad and it's going downhill and you feel lost or vulnerable, that these demons will find a way to latch themselves to you and start to live with you like that. And I believe that that might have been why they were attracted to him. Now in this case, a lot of people might say that it was fake or falsified, but there were 12 witnesses in that room that saw all those changes. Now don't get me wrong, I don't mean that all cases when they come to demonic possession are actually that. Like, some people really do have mental health issues or are suffering from all these things. So we need to take a more holistic approach when approaching these cases. So maybe you would take them to a therapist, to someone to help them out on all of that, because honestly, a lot of people could get hurt during exorcisms or abused because of their mental status. So I would like, and personally, the way I see it is that when someone, like when you believe someone has been possessed by a demon, I would make sure that their mental health checks out. And if it seems like they don't have anything, then maybe that's the case. Like, I do believe in demonic possession. I do believe in evil entities and them taking advantage of a person during these negative times or during these weak points when you're very vulnerable, when you're being abused, when you live in that negative atmosphere. So this story does seem to be a really interesting one, and it's considered one of the most believable cases out there. So that's about it regarding the exorcism of Maurice. I want to know what you guys think about it. Let me know in the comments. And comment down below what you want me to talk about next. So I upload almost every single day a week right now. So just subscribe to see more of my content, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.